Hello, everyone. Thank you for coming to my channel. If you're not watching already, I just want to, you can go back and watch it later or whatever. The topic of today's YouTube show is going to be about people trying to get in your head. Now, I'm not talking about psychic readings. I'm not talking about that. Not that talking about that kind of getting into your head. Because you're voluntarily allowing yourself to be open because you're wanting a reading. While I wait for the room to populate, the chat room to populate, and people come in and ask for um, their questions, I just want to talk about how to keep people out of your head. Okay, first of all, it's going to be a little story time. And one time it was this one person who would challenge me, and I didn't care for them at all, but I remained, I tried to remain cordial around this person for as long as I could. And they kept on basically picking with me until finally I had to cuss them out. And and I had to check them. And but this person was trying to read my thoughts, okay? And you might say, well, what do you mean? Everyone knows what I mean when I say someone is trying. Let me tell the story, what I went through. This person was trying to get inside my head, and they attempted to make me feel, they tried their best to make me feel uncomfortable, okay? But I didn't let their attempts work on me. And because I wasn't allowing that person to make me feel uncomfortable, that made them feel uncomfortable. Okay. And that's what the fuck they get, because they didn't have any business trying to do that to me. So they that's what they get. They were supposed to feel uncomfortable for trying to do it to me. So this person was trying to make me feel uncomfortable by not talking. They weren't talking. So what they were trying to get me to do is strike up a conversation. Okay. And I didn't. Okay. And they sat there pretending to be quiet. They were trying to pretend like they're such a quiet person. But what they were trying to do was make me feel uncomfortable. So at that moment, I learned a trick um, from someone who was a master at what they did. And they taught me this trick that you can do whenever someone is attempting to read your thoughts. I'm not talking, like I said, once again, I'm not talking about a psychic reading or anything like that. I'm talking about when someone tries to read your thoughts. They attempt to try to decipher or figure out what you are thinking. And one of the ways they do it is they try to make you feel uncomfortable. And if you can catch on to what they're doing, you can combat it. Okay. So this is what you do when someone attempts to read your thoughts. First of all, and this was taught to me by someone who studied martial arts, and it works. Okay. So here's the technique. Here's the secret technique. Okay. If anyone ever tries to, you feel like someone is trying to read your thoughts or get in your head or whatever, this is what you do. You think about a tree, okay? You think about a tree, and you think about, you can even think about standing underneath that tree, and for some reason, that will come from reading your thoughts. That'll block someone from attempting to reading, trying to pick up on what you're thinking. Okay? If you can think of yourself sitting underneath a tree, it's some kind of Zen technique. It's totally Zen. It just zens out your whole energy. It zens out your whole uh, mental state to where that person cannot read your thoughts. So what I did was, as this person was trying to, because they, like I said, this person was trying to make me feel uncomfortable. They were steady. I was in college at the time, and this person was trying to. They were an authority figure at the college I was going to, and they would always challenge me. And I guess they felt like, because I'm kind-hearted and, you know, I look young for my age. He didn't even realize I was as old as I was. But I because of my exterior or whatever, he just assumed, I guess, he could pick with me. But, much to his chagrin, he was up for defeat fucking with me. So, what I did was I started thinking about myself sitting under a tree. And when I started picturing myself sitting up under this tree in the middle of the forest, that's what I pictured in my mind. I could feel him get even more uncomfortable. Okay, he got so uncomfortable, and then I could feel him he was pretending to sit there and pretend like he was so quiet, and he was pretending he was playing this quiet role, but really what he was trying to do was trying to figure out what I was thinking, or trying to get in my head, because I had a lot going on at that time. I just had a dinner family, and I had a lot on my mind. So, and I felt like this dude is really trying to, get in my head, and I didn't appreciate it. I didn't appreciate that, because I felt like it was intrusive, and he was being rude on so many levels, So I started thinking about me sitting under a tree, and I could tell that he was mad. He got mad because he saw that he could not read my thoughts. He saw that I knew more than what I let on to know. I saw that he picked up on the fact that he was trying to read my thoughts, but he couldn't, and he was trying to, and he couldn't read my thoughts, and it angered him. But he was trying to sit there and act all unbothered and all cool and stuff. He was trying to act cool, but it didn't work on me. So that is the lesson on that. And if you want more, if you want more proof of this technique, you can Google it or whatever, because I'm sure people in the martial arts know about this technique. So if you would like to ask one free question, you can do so in the chat room right over here. Over here, I think it's on this side of the screen. So you can ask a free question, and I'll be online for like a few minutes And I'll play some music while I wait for somebody to ask a question. And until then, I'm just going to be chilling for a little bit. If no one comes on, then I'll end this live. But I still want to explain to you how to keep people out of your head when you don't want them there. Like I said, this is different than a psychic reading. I'm not talking about a psychic reading. I'm talking because there are people who are skilled in trying to read people's thoughts. And some people can do it and not even know that that's what they're doing. Hey, Eric Van Ree, would you like one free question? I'm going to play some music while you try to get your question together. I don't know what I want to hear. When I don't know what I want to hear, I always just put it on some Tupac. Play some Tupac. I'm going to play some Tupac while you formulate a question. I'm going to play Tupac, Chopped and Screw, DJ Screw. To pass the time. Hold up. Okay. While I wait on you all to formulate your questions and type them down in the chat. Hey, Kesha. Okay, May I know what I can expect from Nicholas? Let me see your question. Let me open up this box a little bigger so I can see it. Is it Kesha or Keisha? Okay, because when you email me, it looks like Lakeisha, but in here it looks like Kesha. Which one is it? Is it E? Is it how is it? How do they do it? Is that short E or long E? Is that short E Kesha or is Keisha? Okay, like Keisha. Nicholas. A lot of people always ask me about someone named Nicholas. That's something, huh? Every time I'm on the chat, let me turn this music down a little bit. Everyone always asks me about someone named Nicholas. And the funny thing about this is, I have a child with someone named Nicholas. Okay. Okay. I like Keisha better. Yeah, I do too. I was calling her Kesha and she was answering to it. But it's all good. Now I know. Because I wouldn't want somebody calling me Latasha when my name is Latosha. I want them to pronounce my name right too. Okay. I'm doing good, Keisha. Thank you for asking, sweetheart. Thank you. Okay. So this Nicholas person, um, let me think on this. Let me concentrate. Okay, I feel like Nicholas is a good person. I'm feeling that. I'm feeling Nicholas is a good person. Um, I'm not feeling anything negative about Nicholas. What is your zodiac sign, Eric? Yeah, Kesha, she's famous. I like Kesha, really. I like the singer Kesha. I like her. So, Leo, I'm a Leo and he's a Gemini. Okay. I just keep seeing good things about Nicholas. Um, I don't feel anything bad about him. I don't. And that's what I have. I don't feel anything bad about this Nicholas person. Um, with you being a Leo and a Gemini, that is a good union. Leo and Gemini can get along real well. Especially if the Leo um really likes the person. Um, Sometimes with Leo and Gemini it can be a power struggle, you know, because Gemini is a smart person and Geminis are real intelligent, they're real smart, and Leos, um, they are very bossy. They are very, very bossy. And sometimes Gemini, as they respect people for who they are. So the bossiness will work for a little while with a Gemini because they respect that that's your personality. But when Leo starts to go overboard with the bossiness, Gemini can be quick to cut you off because for one, Geminis don't like controlling people. Um, they don't like people that are controlling at all. You know, like like a sign like maybe a Cancer or something, they'll deal with a little bit of control in a relationship or whatever. Signs like Cancers will deal with some control. You know, they don't mind a little bit of controlling. Um Signs like what's another sign that doesn't mind a little bit of Virgo doesn't mind a little bit of control, you know, but Gemini, they not here for that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm a Gemini. So I mean, like I said, a Gemini will respect your personality. They'll respect you as an individual. They'll understand, oh, they're bossy. That's their personality, you know, that's cool, you know, but when it starts to infringe on their personality and their lifestyle, then Gemini can get, you know, they'll go head up with you. They're not gonna put up with it. So oh, he cut you off. When you being bossy, I mean, that's the only thing I can think of, you know. This Nicholas person, I feel like he's a good person, but he will not be mistreated. He will not allow himself to be mistreated. Um, were you bossy to Nicholas? Were you overly bossy? I've known him for more than 1 year. Is that my answer? Yes, he cut me off. Is that my answer for the overly bossy question? Hello, are you there? Are you there? Because I didn't want to be in a friend zone anymore. Okay. Okay. Hmm. You know what? I think you missed the ways of a Gemini for maybe someone else, some other. I think you're mistaking the ways of Nicholas for other people you've been with in your past. Okay, yes, I wanted to have a relationship, and it takes everything. He takes everything super slow. You're gonna have to respect his way of doing things if you really like him. Geminis can. I know Leos are very romantic. I already know that. Okay, but Geminis are extremely romantic. Okay, and to a Leo, it can feel like a Gemini is taking too long or being too slow about something. But really, no, that's not it. Gemini's doesn't do anything slow. They don't do anything slow. Gemini's do everything quick, fast, and in a hurry. So yeah, I took my distance, and he got pretty mad. Yeah, I think you're just misunderstanding his personality a little bit. I mean, you like him, but you're gonna have to put in a little bit of understanding. You know, I mean, you're gonna have to understand where he's coming from. I just feel like this person, it might feel like he friend zoned you, but that's a good place to be with a Gemini. You don't want to. You rather a Gemini be your friend than your enemy, and because Geminis feel like if we can't be friends, I really don't want to fuck with you like that. Geminis want to be friends too. They want to be friends with people that they are with romantically because they feel like it makes it better. Now, all zodiac signs aren't like this, you know what I mean? But Gemini is imperative for them to feel like you're their friend too. Okay, they need both of those things. They need both of those elements. Okay. Um, you can get them back. You can get them back, but you're going to have to be nice. Okay. Don't come with the bossy Leo attitude. Okay. Don't be the nice Leo. Don't be a pushover for nobody. Okay. Don't do that. Don't be a pushover for anyone. Okay. But be nice and show this person that you are willing to understand their personality just as they have understood yours. Okay. You're gonna have to give him that because I feel like he's understood a lot about you, but I think you're gonna have to reciprocate that understanding. And y'all'll be good after that. Y'all'll be good after that. Thank you for coming to my live. I hope I answered your question. I really do. Um, I think I did. I'm hardly ever wrong. I'm just not. God gave me a gift, so I think I answered your question. Okay, so who's next? Is it Keisha? Keisha, what's your question, dear? Until some music. Boom, 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 dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Is Patrick still stuck on his ex? Oh, Patrick. I remember Patrick. I remember that boy Patrick. I remember him. Is Patrick still stuck on his ex? You talking about his baby mama? Is that who you asking me about? You're welcome. You're very welcome. And I hope I helped you, okay? And if you have any further questions about that, email me. Please email me if you have any more questions about Nicholas. But first, uh try my advice first. Try my astrological and psychic advice first. And I feel like that will help you tremendously. I do. Okay. So Keisha, is he still stuck on his ex? You talking about his baby mama? I guess I don't know who the ex is. Okay. You don't know who his ex is? Just a second. Hold up. Let me make the screen bigger so I can read what everything that's being typed. Just a second. I guess I don't know who his ex is. So you don't know which ex. Let me think. Let me think. Is this Patrick dude? The Is this does he have a kid? Does he have a child though with a woman? If I remember correctly. If not, tell me. Tell me. I think it. I think this is. I think this is the same person. Okay, his kid's mama. Okay, I thought he had a baby mama. No, I don't. He got this patch. He has 2 kids with this woman. Okay. I know it feels like he might be messing with his baby mama. You might think he is. I feel like he's a Gemini too, isn't he? If I remember correctly. He's a Gemini and you're a Capricorn, right? I feel like he's just trying to keep you in line, quote unquote in line, you know what I'm trying to say? By making you think, yeah, yeah, I think he's just trying to keep you in line by keeping you in a state of confusion. Okay? That's what I'm feeling. I feel like he's trying to keep you in line by having you guessing all the time, keeping you guessing, keeping you in a state of flux, a state of not knowing, you know, because it's his means of control. It's his means of controlling the situation. I was with him last Tuesday and everything was good. Well, good. Well, good. I mean, with this dude, you're just gonna have to put your foot down. You're gonna have to put your foot down with Patrick. You're going to have to. You're gonna have to just maintain the tone. You're gonna have to set the tone and keep it there. You're gonna have to set the tone for the relationship, and you're gonna have to keep it there. And of course, I'm drinking something mango. Everybody knows I like mango, mucho mango. Anyway, So, thought control, yeah. Yeah, and it's kind of sad that that's how it is sometimes, but that's what it's not like that with every man. It's not like that with every relationship, but it's like that for you right now. What you're gonna have to do, Miss Keisha, is men are so it's like this with men, okay, and especially with this particular man. You're gonna have to let me like women have to run the relationship, okay? That's just period point blank. Women have to run the relationship. But at the same time, you have to finesse the relationship to make him think he's running shit. Okay? You're gonna have to women always run the relationship, okay? But you have to always make a man believe he's the one running it. Okay. It's a it is a dance. It is a delicate balance. So how do you achieve this? Well, you make him think that Gemini men, I understand that you're a Capricorn and Capricorns have a set of rules that they live by, and Gemini has a set of rules they live by also. And Gemini and Capricorn don't always, Gemini and Capricorn don't see life through the same lens because their personalities are different. Okay. But I know you love this guy and love conquers all. So, you know, I don't want you to lose yourself in him. What you will have to do to keep this delicate balance is to get him to lose himself in you. Okay? You'll have to get him to lose himself in you. And how you do that is Gemini men are very detached, and you're going to have and Capricorn can also be detached. I need you to draw from your Capricorn uh place of detachment. And that's what it's going to take for you to be successful in this relationship with him. You're going to have a sense of aloofness about this relationship. Um, a Gemini, I know you feel like he's detached a little bit too much for your liking, okay? And you want to change that. You cannot change anyone, okay? But you can manipulate people. Okay, so this is how you would have to manipulate him into being what you need him to be. Okay, so his detachment, I know it angers you and it frustrates you. Okay, I understand that. What you're gonna have to do is become aloof, and Capricorns do have a sense of aloofness, and I'm gonna need you to draw from that. Okay, I know you don't want to, but you got to look at the greater good. You got to look at the bigger picture and say, well, I want this relationship to work. So, okay, and I'm not asking. And another thing, you don't get a man to do. I mean, you don't. What I'm trying to say is, once again, do not ever lose yourself in a man, because for one, Gemini men don't respect that. They want you to have your sense of uniqueness, your sense of individuality, because that is what Geminis respect. Individuality, uniqueness, being self-actualized. You know what I'm saying? They want you to be, they respect that, in people. They don't respect people who are people pleasers, or people who try to get people to like them, or just going along with what that person likes. If that person says, uh, I like bowling, and you say, oh, I like bowling too, and you really don't. They don't, and they can see through that. They know you. They can see through that. They might be polite and not tell you that they see through it, but as you know, Gemini is no one's dummy. So I'm sure you realize that by just being with one. So what you do is you take that aloofness and you draw from it. And to a Gemini man, that shit is sexy. Okay. You're going to have to draw from your Capricorn aloofness. Okay. You're going to have to draw from it, because the thing about Gemini men, they want to chase you. I mean, all men want to chase you. Okay. But Gemini men, even more so, because they're so, the attention span is short. Okay. The attention span is mad short. It is extremely short. So if you can't keep a Gemini man chasing you, because Geminis get bored quick, and you got to trick, you have to, and they don't mind. They don't mind you tricking them, you know, because in the end they'll just see it as romantic, you know. So don't mind about what he's gonna think about it, or, oh, I wonder if he'll get angry that I tricked him into doing things my way. He won't care. They're not that, it ain't that serious. You know what I'm saying? They don't care like that. They'll just see it, oh, she really loved me enough to do that. That's how he'll see it, you know. Um, so what I'm saying is, don't make him be wrapped up into you. And the way to do that is to be yourself. Okay. Do not lose yourself in this man, or no man for that matter. Don't lose yourself in this dude. Don't do that. Because it's a turn off. It's a turn off. Right. I'm the same way with my Gemini moon. Yeah, draw from your Gemini moon, draw from your innate Capricorn aloofness, draw from all those things that you already have, so you won't be faking it. You know what I'm saying? You won't be faking it. It'll be authentic. It'll be authentic, and it'll be for real. You know, as superficial as Gemini may seem, okay. But that's a negative word. That's the evil uh use of astrology, when it gets into like sorcery and all that kind of stuff. I don't deal in that. Okay, I'm talking about the positive aspects of astrology. Gemini can seem superficial, but because Geminis are such magical people, it almost seems like they're not real. Okay, it almost seems like they're not real, because they're Tupac was a Gemini. Ice Cube is a Gemini. Lauryn Hill is a Gemini. Do you get where I'm coming from? You see where I'm going with this? Andre 3000, Gemini. They're so brilliant and so great. And I'm not saying Capricorn is not great. I'm not saying that. We're just talking about Geminis right now. I'm just saying they seem superficial to someone who's jealous of them, because they got so much good in them and so much going for them. They be real, because I don't know, they're smart, they're sexy, they're da 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 whatever. So it might, they get a little hated on. So I'm sorry, just a second. What the hell? Hold on. Anyway, so yeah, so it's like this. Just how can I say this? If he's with you, he likes you. Okay, he likes you. He likes you. He loves you, really. You know, he loves you. He likes you. All that good stuff. Because Geminis do not waste time on people they don't like or people they can't stand or whatever. They don't. They don't do that. You know, it's just a waste of time, a waste of energy. And Geminis like being happy too to be around people who bring them down. So I hope this helped. Okay, so let's do a recap on what you need to do. Okay, so keep your individuality. Draw from one. Keep your individuality. Okay, and draw from all of the positive things in your own personality that are already there. Okay. Okay. Two is superficial as Gemini may seem. The only you can press them is with realness and individuality. Okay. They don't respect fakeness, and they do not respect. They don't respect. You know, being there, being themselves. They don't. And three, um, be aloof. Okay, you already have it in you anyway. So draw from that. Because I know you probably have been like worried sick almost about this. Don't do that. I don't feel like he's messing with his baby mama. To answer your original question, because I went off on I guess a mini tangent or whatever, but I just wanted you to understand the personality. You know what I mean? And I didn't mind explaining that to you. So to answer your original question, is he messing with his baby mama? Is he messing with another girl? Well, I don't feel like he's messing with his baby mama. Is he messing with an ex or another girl? Nope. Because I don't feel it now, and I don't feel that I'm wrong. Now, he might be trying to keep you in line with you, keeping you in a state of confusion, like not keeping you not knowing what's going on, like keeping you in a state of almost darkness as to where he stands with his exes or whoever, you know. But I'm gonna tell you something. If he was, the saying how it goes, a man is gonna be where he wants to be. Okay, if he's, and that's even truer with Gemini men. If he is with you, that's where he wants to be. I hope I answered your question. Okay, I'll step back. Yeah, step back some. Gemini, they can't stand being crowded. And when you step back some, he will smother you with attention. See that's where I'm going with this. He will smother you with attention. He will give you so much attention, you'll be saying,